What's up, you guys? Godzilla Fan Freaks coming at you today with another review. And today we're actually reviewing a video game. That's right. I am going to be reviewing the Godzilla game for the PS3. Now, this was originally going to be just a Japanese exclusive, but the word got out and the word got around, and Bandai Namco heard the fans, and we are now going to be getting this game stateside come this July. Pretty much just right around the time and ready for G-Fest. But anyway, I got this game the other day, and I've had a chance to, play through it a little bit. And I'm pretty much just going to give you my overall review on it and thoughts and opinions on everything. So first off, very nice cover for the Japanese, Godzilla PS3 game. I like the artsy design of the 90s Godzilla there. And then, of course, on the back, you got some very nice screenshots. Everything's in authentic, Japanese and everything like that. On the inside, of course, you have the game disc and everything. And I am glad that the software rulebook manual, whatever you want to call it, is actually a rulebook manual. Now we're in that time of gaming to where like the rulebooks and manuals for games are almost like this. Just like a couple pages that fold out, and that's it. They're not even like rule books or actual manuals anymore. It's like, whatever happened to all that stuff? I guess it's just everyone trying to be more green. But it's nice that it has a full-fledged manual, and of course the disc is very nice as well. But now, pretty much just to get on into this game, it's very fun. I like to think of it as a Godzilla simulator. I know GojiFan93 has dubbed this game Godzilla Generations 3, and I can see why. It does kind of have that same feel to the game, but this game also pretty much is as close to a Godzilla simulator as you can get. It does make you feel like you are the gigantic, towering titan Godzilla, and it's just awesome. I enjoy it for what it is, but then this game does have some downsides to it, but I'll get to that in a second. But this game is very fun, the way it plays. The graphics are nice. Mainly, most of the money for the graphics went into like the monster designs and everything like that, which the monster designs in the game were designed after the SH Monster Arts figures. But, all the graphics of the monsters look really good. When you look at Godzilla, his eyeballs are moving around, the way his fingers and stuff move. The way that all the other monsters move as well, all the animation and everything, very well done. It is nice to have some authentic music in a Godzilla game finally, because, we've all played the Godzilla fighting games, and they all have their own soundtracks. This game also does have its own type of music in it, but you also do get the classic Godzilla soundtracks in the game. You get the G-Force, Japanese military soundtracks when the military is coming in to attack you, when you get up in disaster levels and whatnot. So that's very cool right there to have. I wish the music kind of lasted though. Like when you reach a certain disaster level and G-Force comes in, it's nice that the music starts playing, but it doesn't play for the rest of the level. It eventually goes back to the original soundtrack of whatever, it is. So that's kind of a bummer that the music doesn't last through the rest of the levels. Let's see, what's another thing I could say for music-wise? I will say whenever you fight any of the Super X's, it is kind of a pain that the Super X is like, for the Super X, for the first Super X, it doesn't have like the Super X theme. That would be kind of cool to have the Super X's theme play while you fight it, or the Super X2's theme while you fight it, or the Super X3's theme. That'd be kind of cool. And then with other monsters like Kiryu or Super Mechagodzilla, it would be cool to have the themes from those movies for those monsters, play as you fight them and whatnot. Same thing with like Mothra and stuff like that. But, oh well, what can you do? It's a very nice put-together game, graphics-wise. Again, all the graphics go into the monsters and stuff. Some into the areas and the buildings. There are some parts, which kind of look a little bland. But overall, the game is very nice. It's very colorful, and it looks very sharp. Music is great, like I said. And now we get on to gameplay. Now, this game, it is a little repetitive. I will say that. Now, it doesn't hurt it in my stake. I still think it's a great game, in my opinion. It's very fun. But it is very repetitive. I will say that. Pretty much each stage has different areas that you go to, and each area branches off to, you know, a different path that takes you to a different ending of the game, depending on what path you take. And but overall, the game is very repetitive through all those areas. Your main goal is to pretty much destroy the G generators, and you can cause as much destruction as you want. So it's like you can just go straight for the generators and be done with the level, or you could destroy the entire, you know, city that's in the border and, you know, destroy the generators as well, get 100% disaster ratio. And, you know, and that's pretty much what the game proceeds to. And it's like you can take out the military and stuff like that. So it does get repetitive. Destroy the G generators, cause some destruction, raise the disaster level. In some areas there is a time limit, but and then if a monster appears, then you fight the monster and everything like that. And the monster appearances are not completely random between the different areas. I saw some Agoji Fan 93's gameplay, and I encountered the same monsters in some of the same areas. And I've played through this game a total of 2 times, and I've encountered a lot of the same monsters in the same areas when I play through them. And then, of course, you can also choose to get the screenshots if you want to. They're not a big goal, but they're there in each area to where you can collect all the 4 of the screenshots. But like I said, the game is very repetitive. It's pretty much the same thing over and over. Godzilla gets bigger, and you can evolve him to make him stronger and whatnot. But overall, the game is very straightforward and very simple. You know, depending on which branch you go off to, raises the difficulty or lowers it. I will say the harder levels are challenging. I'm technically stuck on a level right now, and I'm fighting Super Mecha Godzilla, and he's actually a big pain in the butt. And so after I'm pretty much done with this review, I'm probably going to try to beat that level. But so that's nice, you know, that and he actually caused me my first death in this game, so that was a big deal there. But other than that, then of course you got King of the Monsters mode, which is pretty much just like a ladder mode. You know, there's only 6 stages, and each stage you fight a randomly selected monster. And so I mean, there's that. But other than that, the game is very, you know, repetitive in the gameplay and what you can do in it. Diorama mode. I haven't even touched Diorama mode because, again, everything's in Japanese, so I have no idea what I'm doing, what I'm selecting, this and that. There is, like, you know, a monster bio section to where you can look up, you know, bios on all the monsters throughout all the Godzilla, you know, history and everything like that. But all that's in Japanese. This whole game's pretty much in Japanese, aside from a few things in the main menu and all that stuff. But overall, I want to say it's good to have this copy of the game, even though we are getting it stateside, because what I've come to learn with a lot of Japanese exclusive games, that if they ever do eventually get a release here in the States, not only do they change the languages and everything like that, but they might also change some features that are in the game. So they might take some stuff out, they might put some new stuff in, so you get a little bit of good and bad there. So I want to say it is good to at least have this copy, that way you know you're not missing out on anything at all. And it's a cool collector's item to play a Godzilla game that is authentic Japanese. You know, all the voice casting is Japanese. All the letters is Japanese. It just gives you that authenticity that is actually very cool. Whether you can read Japanese or not, this is still a very good collector's item, might add. And but I will be buying the American version when it comes out in July, and then I'll be able to I'll do a review on that, and then I'll be able to compare the two and give you guys, is this one better? Is the American one better? What are the pros and cons of each? And so on and so forth, etc. But overall, I'm very glad that I finally got this copy. I did get mine a little later just because I chose the cheapest shipping option on PlayAsia, and just fair warning, if you ever do order anything from PlayAsia, if you choose the cheapest shipping option, be ready to wait about a month, because that's how long it took me. This shipped out around the time of the game's release, and it pretty much took about 5 days short of a month to get to me. And that was kind of disappointing, even for the cheapest shipping option. I want to say that's a little ridiculous, but whatever. I don't run PlayAsia. Anyway, I don't think I'm missing anything about this game. I kind of went over everything. Graphics, sound, Godzilla, all the monsters sound good, the roars and everything like that. You know, all the buildings, explosions, all that stuff is good. You know, the weapon sound effects from the Maser tanks and the Super X's, all that stuff, all the weapons, roars, music, graphics, it's all there, it's all good. Again, this is pretty much like a Godzilla simulator to me. It makes you feel like you are Godzilla for sure. And the controls are a little wonky, but you get used to them pretty quick. I got used to them very quickly. And other than that, it's overall a great game. I enjoyed it a lot. And I recommend, if you can find this anywhere, definitely pick up the Japanese version. It'll run on your PS3. PS3s have no region codes or anything like that. So you can get this game and play it on your PlayStation 3, no problem at all. And what else can I say, you guys? That's about it for this review on... is this my first video game review? I don't think... Did I review Godzilla Unleashed for the... shoot, I can't even remember now. Anyway, if I haven't, oh well, this is my first game review. But I think I reviewed some of Godzilla games in the past. Anyway, if not, oh well. This was my review on the Godzilla Japan exclusive PS3 game. Hope you guys enjoyed. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Like always, please comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next video review. Thank you for watching.